There probably are a couple extra sailors inside of the whorehouse because our naval vessels can't even launch because their captains have not taken the COVID-19 vaccine. That's right. This according to Navy Times. Destroyer can't deploy because the commanding officer will not get the COVID vaccine. An ongoing legal battle over whether the military can force troops to get vaccinated against COVID-19 has left the Navy with a warship that they can't deploy because its commanding officer they cannot fire. It's a standoff that the brass is calling a manifest national security concern. You know what's the concern? Bodily autonomy. The fact that that man signed a pledge and gave an oath to our Constitution, and you are violating it. The Constitution explicitly declares that you will have the freedom, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. The government must not trod on your capacity to have individual liberty. It must only protect it. The vaccine mandates are evil. Continuing reading from Navy Times. The issue stems from a lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court in the Middle District of Florida late last year, with the service members' rights being infringed on by the COVID-19 vaccine mandates. Judge Stephen Merriday issued an order last month banning Navy and Marine Corps from taking any disciplinary action against the unnamed warship commander and the Marine Corps lieutenant colonel for refusing the vaccine, the people who run the ship. In the process, the case has raised questions about the line between military good order and discipline and the legal rights of service members as American citizens. Merriday's injunction is an extraordinary intrusion upon the inner workings of the military and has essentially left the Navy short a warship, according to the February 28th filing by the government. So that's the government arguing that these commanders should be fired, want to take medicine that the government is forcing on them. Let's not even start with some of the more recent and shocking revelations as it pertains to vaccine development and developers, but holy worse. With respect to the Navy commander, the Navy has lost confidence in its ability to lead and will not deploy the warship in command. So the Navy commander didn't take the vaccine, so now he's not fit for command. Are you paying attention yet? Are your eyes open yet? February 28th filing alleges that the commander has already discarded Navy regulations after he exposed dozens of his crew to COVID-19 and decided not to test himself. Remarkable. How remarkable. The government's insistence that the Navy commander isn't and cannot command the ship reeks of a petty retaliation and contempt. The court's preliminary injunction banning such a retaliation, and the plaintiff's attorney wrote, "The Navy feigned loss of confidence in the commander is patently pretextual and has everything to do with the commander's lawful and orderly attempt to obtain judicial relief from an unconstitutional mandate. The ship was underway with more than 300 days during the 400-day pandemic when no vaccine was available. The plaintiff's contempt with no operational impediment." So this guy was out doing his job during the pandemic, and now he's getting the shaft. The same thing with cops who won't get the vaccine. Same thing with nurses, frontline workers who won't get the vaccine. These people went out and served in the midst of the worst of this thing when we had no idea what it would do, when we had no idea where it came from. And now they're the first ones to be punished. We are going to lose a major war. It is going to get bad for this country if we do not change course very, very quickly. If we are firing our best pilots, our best airmen, our best naval commanders here, if we are reducing our troops in this manner, we are headed for dangerous times. If we are reducing our currency in this manner, we are headed for dangerous times. If we are reducing our stature and status as a nation in this manner, with Kamala Harris cackling on the Polish border with the Polish president over refugee crises, we are headed for extremely dire and dangerous times. Things will only get better when we, as a movement, recognize that these institutions that we grew up loving, that our grandparents helped build, have been irredeemably corrupted, and they must be ripped up root and stem. That entire swaths of the federal government must be pushed into the Potomac. That entire buildings, I'm talking departments, housing and human services, HHS, Department of Energy, these things must be pushed into the Potomac River. They must be demolished. We must reduce the size of government in the extreme and engage the only thing that America has on the rest of the world right now, which is its capacity to have human flourishing based on our founding documents that are perfect in their conception and that were made perfect through the blood, sweat, and tears and pain of those in this country. People who are way better than those serving to try and fire this naval commander. That's it. If we do not take extreme, harsh measures right now to fix this place, then we're done. I'm not trying to be a doomer. I'm trying to say what must be done. The people who came before us did not do a good enough job to ensure that this place was strong and steady. And instead, we have a class of people who won't even be here in 10 years, unfortunately. It's just biology. They won't be here in 10 years. And they are spiraling our nation and careening this place into collapse. And I don't care how many fuzzy bunnies you fill your house with, eventually they become nauseous and intoxicating. You trip over them, they become a hazard. They're worthless. We got to get smart. So let's see what happens. There is a great headwind right now into 2022. We'll see where it takes us. Get smart. Get activated. And ensure, ladies and gentlemen, that this nation survives. We've got to be ready. We've got to be ready for the greatest battle and the greatest fight of our time, which will be the fight against the atrophying, collapsing, destroyed institutions that are taking this country down. That's the fight. So we better win. I have every confidence that we will. My name is Benny Johnson, and this has been The Benny Show. God bless you. Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, and it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.